tradition, our future. Today, we become.
In this episode of Premier Interschools Rugby, we look ahead to this Saturday's derby between rivals Oakdale Landbou School and Boland Landbou School, live on SuperSport. In a fitting end to the 2017 season, Premier Interschools is proud to bring you one of school rugby's most unique matchups, as two of South Africa's finest agricultural institutions, Oakdale and Boland Landbou, lock horns.
This is the 50th Interschools match between these two schools, and it is both of them are agricultural schools who compete and play matches against the top 20 rugby schools in the country. So this is actually very important for the image of agricultural schools as well. And it will be tough and it will be hard.
Wat vir my uitstaande is van interskole teen Oakdale is dat vir 70 minute van 'n wedstryd gee almal alles vir hulle spanmaats, vir hulle span en vir hulle skool, om daarna lekker saam te kuier, lekker saam te lag en spesiale vriendskapsbande te smee.
Oakdale boasts some fine former Springboks, with the likes of Johan Muller, Pedri van den Berg and Meyer Bosman having been schooled in Riversdale. However, 2017 saw the Oakdale family swap green for red, as 2008 first-team captain CJ Stander, an Irish Test international, was bestowed the honour of playing for the British Lions on their recent New Zealand tour.
I never thought that I'd ever put on a Munster jersey or Irish jersey or a British and Irish Lions, you know. And if I look back now, I'm thankful for all the coaches and the staff at Oakdale that pushed me hard and taught me the lessons of life that I needed to have and pushed me hard so that I can work hard and have that discipline in the boarding school and have that discipline on the pitch that I can be who I am today. And I owe them a lot, and that's why I always come back here just to say hi to them and just thank them, you know.
Hosts Oakdale boast a fully functioning dairy.
The dairy department is the most important and the largest training department at Oakdale. We do milk 320 jerseys, and we do give 2 agricultural training courses in dairy as well. A lot of these milk are also delivered to the hostel, so we use our own agricultural products. I don't know why, but the Oakdale oranges and apples taste much better than these you buy in supermarkets. So they usually like to take them home on a Friday. We must see to it that they love agriculture, which is very important for this country at this stage. All the facilities are on this premises. So the farm, sports and culture facilities on the premises, they walk out of the hostel and they go to the training session.
Why did I go to Oakdale? I wanted to, I always saw the school as one of the best schools in South Africa. I knew that if I go there I can learn, do my normal studies and also learn stuff from the farm side and also play in one of the best school rugby teams in the country. And I always looked up to the boys that came from Oakdale. I always remember when they arrived, I'm from George, when they arrived in George they all were neatly dressed with ties and their jackets, you know, and I always enjoyed that image, and I'm looking forward to sending my kids here one day, getting that discipline.
Situated on the farm Langerich in the Agterparel, Boland Landbou is the alma mater of the likes of Hottie Lowe, Derek Hougaard and Dion Carstens, with the latter now coaching at the school.
Jy weet, tot vandag toe nog praat ek met ou vriende soos Johan Muller wat teen my gespeel het in my jare, En ons spot nog oor en wie het gewen en verloor en wie se skelm skeieregter het hulle gebruik. So dis 'n wedstryd wat elke jaar al hoe groter en al hoe sterker raak en is 'n groot plesier om deel te wees daarvan.
The school cultivates its own wines. It also brags an impressive herd of Brahman cattle and opportunities for hands-on experience in many other farming disciplines.
Boland Landbou gaan oor boerdery. En daarom is ons bevoorreg dat ons kinders blootstelling kan gee aan verskillende boerderyvertakkings. Hoofsaaklik boer ons met beeste, vleisbeeste en beskik ons dan nou ook oor ons eie Brahmaanstoet waarop ons baie trots is. Dis wil ons die kinders by ons skool eerstehands laat ervaar wat beteken dit om by die landbou betrokke te wees.
Historically, this is one of the most evenly contested rivalries in the country, with honours evenly split in the recent past. One of the said victories came at the end of 2016, when Boland survived a late comeback surge from Oakdale to hang on for a 27-22 win.
2016 was 'n baie goeie jaar vir Boland Landbou se eerste span en dit was lekker om ons jaar af te kon afsluit op ons eie plaas teen Oakdale. Oakdale het baie goed begin, maar ons kon die druk verwerk en uiteindelik het ek dink ons verdien om die wedstryd te wen.
They used their opportunities much better in the first half. Oakdale came back in the last 10 minutes to almost snatch a win. But unfortunately, we weren't good enough on the day, and Boland deserved to win in 2016.
Yeah, last year I played against Boland the last game. It was a physically and mentally hard game. They used their chances, we didn't use our chances. But this year we're hoping to turn things around because it's our last game on this field and it's also on our ground.
It's a big rivalry, and I think for 2 weeks before that, we skipped a lot of classes and we get excited for the challenge at Angina. When they came here, they were in the hostel with us, and the night before the game, we were always big mates. But then when you get onto the pitch, it was a massive game, and it was the ones you remember. You know, now when I'm 27, I still look back in those days. It's only 10 years ago, and I still remember those days.
Dit gaan vir ons 'n groot uitdaging wees om op Houwersdal vir Oakdale aan te vat. Hulle is baie sterk daarso. En soos die ou storie, dit hang maar af van die pak voorspelers of hulle op die dag kan die oorhand kry en ons sal sien waar dit of hulle sal kan doen daai dag.
By ons skool begin ons die interskole week deur die maandagooggend as 'n skool 'n kring te maak op die L-veld. En toevallig is dit so dat dit net mooi sonsopkomtyd is en dat dit 'n aangrypende oomblik is wanneer ons mekaar omarm en in 'n kring staan. Die kleinste graad 8 leerling staan met die skoolvlag in die middel en dan wy ons toe aan die week en berei ons emosioneel en geestelik voor vir dit wat voorlê om sodoende alles te kan gee vir jou span en jou skool.
Yeah, it's always a big festival, and I say it's a festival because it's a lot of people arriving, guys coming in with farm trucks, and there's tractors, and there's bulle, and there's ramme, and it's always a big day, and it's a big farm derby, and that's making it special for Oakdale and for Boland on a day like Interschools.
It is in great sense of sportsmanship, and we do value the friendship between the two schools. So it's not a war. It's Interschools in good spirit.
70 minute gaan nooit in die lewe so vinnig verby soos die 70 minute wanneer ons nie mekaar kompeteer nie. 70 minute waarin 15 manne van elke span alles gee, waarin die toeskouers absoluut mal gaan, die ondersteuners op die paviljoen, die dirigente, die ouers, die ma's, die pa's, die oudskooliere, alle ondersteuners.
Known as the Buller, Oakdale has enjoyed a good season, with victory over Boland promising to ensure it becomes a great season.
If there's one, I will say that the game versus Boise, that's the first was very special. Even we lost with 5 points, it could have gone either way. And then on Wilderklawe against Garsfontein, we were very good and it was a very good game that we played. If we can just take the momentum further, it will be a great end for the season.
The highlights were definitely our rugby week where we won 3 of our matches and when we beat Garsfontein and Willekeuwer.
Boland has once again punched above their weight in 2017, running the powerful Paarl Boys high close whilst downing Parelgym.
Vir ons is dit 'n goeie seisoen sover. Ons het goeie wenne gehad soos Parelgym en Monument en net verloor teen spanne soos Boys High. Maar soos ons almal weet, is Interschools maak of breek van 'n goeie seisoen, so die span streef om Interschools te wen.
Ons het vir jaar reeds 3 baie goeie oorwinnings behaal oor Parelgym, EG Jansen en Monas. Ons het ook 'n baie goeie wedstryd teen Boys High gespeel wat ons ongelukkig was om net te verloor. Ons is baie tevrede met ons seisoen sover.
This brings us to an end of Premier Interschools 2017, a scintillating season of free-flowing and hard-hitting school rugby. Comebacks, come-ups and upsets. Top dogs and underdogs have thrived alike, with the cries of their passionate fans spurring them on. The future of South African rugby looks bright with the rise of these legends in the making. Thus, the curtain comes down on yet another enthralling season of Premier Interschools rugby as Oakdale and Boland Landbou meet.
And it's a bit emotional for me to go and put on my last time this white jersey, so we'll see what happens. Let's make it a good one.
Vir ons om die swarter aan te trek is 'n baie groot voorreg. En nou vir die laaste jaar aan te trek, dink ek dat niks kan beter wees as dit nie. So ek dink dit gaan vir elke ou in die span 'n baie groot eer wees om my terug vir die laaste keer aan te trek en ek dink hulle gaan net hulle self uitleef op die veld en doen wat hulle moet doen. Soos ons deur die hele jaar gegaan het, is probeer ons vir ons kinders sê geniet elke wedstryd asof dit jou laaste wedstryd is. En dit gaan in die laaste wedstryd wees vir die matrieks en jy moet nie dat daai emosies te veel rol speel nie, maar ons sien wat gebeur en jy kan dit nie vooruitspel nie.
It's a great game. It's one that you'll always remember for the rest of your life. And then don't wait till the whistle, till the end, and think you could have done something better during or before the game. Just go and enjoy it, be yourself, and make sure that you're well prepared during the week, and just go and enjoy it as a band of brothers, as we did, and as I know you, the boys, will.
Today, we stand for all that is, for our heritage, our tradition, our future. Today, we become.
Watch Oakdale Landbou School versus Boland Landbou School in Premier Interschools Rugby this Saturday, live on SuperSport.